Hello, hello. Welcome back to another day of some auction not included. Uh, Working with the Divergent colony that I got going on. Hope everybody's having a great day. What is it, Thursday today? Hope everybody's Thursday is going great. Uh, Recapping really quickly last episode, some of the things we accomplished. We finished our nuclear reactor, got it running um, to help solve power for the biological duplicates on the left side of the colony. Did some more digging, pretty much finished the digging for the colony. Also got in, set up some beta hives, got some ranching done for the enriched uranium that uh, the betas produce, and cleared out the area to prepare for our rocketry program that we will be starting this episode. On the bionic duplicate side, we didn't do too much. We continued researching um, and not researching, collecting databanks up in space for research appropriately. We did finish out digging. We collected the ancient specimen here. We started cooling down the petrified fossil. It did prove to be a little bit warm for us, so I'm gonna have to approach this in a different manner, which is one of the things I'll be tackling today. Otherwise, not much for the bionic side. Pretty tame. Um, yeah, I didn't do anything with water, pee, or anything. I put some automation on these liquid reservoirs. We overfilled them, so now I have a automation wire coming out that will notify me if this second reservoir ever gets above 50% full. It'll notify me so I can deal with it. I got distracted last time. So, expanded the atmospheres a little bit since we are going to be doing some rocketry. We're going to have a lot of dupes coming in and out of this area, so I want to make sure I have the available manpower. So deconstructing all this, adding the last bit of automation. Nuclear waste is coming through here. Okay, and deconstruct this. Start the last digging. Probably just gonna wanna ladder across here eventually, just to keep access to all of these random resources we just dug out, which will actually be nice for our rocketry program as well. Let's get some storage bins up here. We're gonna move some materials up here to facilitate the faster construction of our rocket. We're also gonna need these to be igneous tiles. Not that last one. We want to make sure we're not introducing any major heat into our base from the rocket exhausts. So always a good thing, or a smart thing to do, rather. I also want to farm some, what are they called? Not glass flocks. They have a fancy name. What are these called? Shatterfloxes. I want to farm a few shatterfloxes just for glass. The only thing you have to do to farm these, which is actually really nice, I've never farmed them before, is if you look at their egg chances, if the shatterfloxes live in an environment with a plus 100 decor or higher, they will have a chance to drop shatterflox eggs. So I think that would be pretty easy. My biggest issue is I don't want to introduce atmosphere across. I was thinking about, oh yeah, just some wood tiles here, you know, that'll increase increase the decor and everything. But I can't do that because that will let the chlorine down into this farm, and I don't want chlorine down in this farm. So we're gonna see if we can't get away with just having carved statues. That's gonna be my first attempt. We'll our plans will be malleable as we. Let me just do this. I have too many machines over here, though. That's kind of the problem. Let's move this over here, and then we can have 3 sculpting blocks over here, and I know this is increasing dupe travel time a little bit, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be a big deal. And what we can also do is throw in some drywall. If I make it out of wood, I get 50% more decor, which is nice. I already have all my wood right here anyways, so that would be nice and convenient. I'm going to make a nice forest background. I think it's pretty fitting for the floxes. And that uses so much wood. It's crazy how much wood that consumes like immediately. Alright, and they'll get to building all that stuff. Building insulated tiles. Hopefully no one goes in or out without with an atmo suit or without an atmo suit. That'd be a bit inconvenient. Alright. If we could fit a shearing station in here. Oh, never mind. They only have antler. They only start with 50% antler growth. Never mind. They need to be fed before they grow to 100%. So never mind. Alright, let's see what our decor looks like after this. It's a shame pike apple bushes give negative 30% decor. Look at these guys go. They're so fast. The the drywall does almost nothing. I mean, it gives 15 decor in the, you know, immediate location and everything, which is nice, but it doesn't do much more than that. We can furniture. That's what I'm looking for. If I do a diamond arrow pot, oh, I can't. I only have one space. That is a shame. I'd like to put some potted plants in here, right? Give us more decor, but I have a single space here, which doesn't give me a lot of options. I generally only can put ceiling trim. Hanging fossil block is also 2. Even though it does give plus 35 decor and 6 tower radius, which is good, but it's too big, which is unfortunate. Anyways, we can put up some ceiling tile, gives plus 5. I can't make it out of wood or anything, so and just put that across the top. Alright, they'll work on that. I can dig out the rest of this. And rocketry. I am kind of bummed this background goes up so high, just because I kind of want a rocket, like my rocket platform right here-ish. I got upset principle. Let's see what we got. We're not hiring any more duplicates. We have all of ours that we are going to have. I'm just gonna accept it. How's this looking? Okay. Decor is 83%. I need a little bit more decor. The festive lights are on. It just is taking a minute. So what can we do to increase decor around this area? What's it looking like? What does he need? Okay, I just need more decor around, but I can probably do. Let's do something like this and have some hanging plants. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and that should be pretty easily get me over the barrier I need to make him happy. Alright, it's going well. Things are getting built. I need power over here. I can deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Nope, not that top one. What I might want to do also is change out these wires for conductive wire. The two-strand wire has a -5 decor, whereas conductive wire doesn't have any decor, positive or negative, so it's easier on the eyes. Another thing I could do is bring the two-strand wire through the tiles. If something is in a tile, it won't transmit any decor, positive or negative. So both those options are, or both of those are options. Jeez. Let's build. Get those starting to be built. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. Only in the middle area they might not have enough decor to be happy. But I want to keep this farm like half and half. I don't want to completely switch it over, but I also want shatter fluxes as well. So I'm actually gonna keep this this critter drop off. I'm gonna change it to I think 3 and 3. Well, I'm not gonna do it yet because I don't have any. But once I start getting shatter fluxes, like shatter flax eggs, I'm going to have one incubator with shatter flax, one with a flax, and also I'll change these critter drop-offs to 3 flaxes and then 3 shatter flaxes, which will help keep us in balance. Alright, just waiting for them to carve all those. Rocketry. How high does our thing go? Oh, we have plenty of room. Oh, jeez, we have so much room. What is this? 60 tiles. I think the tallest rocket's only 32 tiles, or 58 tiles, I suppose. And the red bolt rocket. I'm wondering if I can. No, that's not what I want. Okay, maybe here. Red bolt engine. Yeah, red bolt engine can support 20 heights of a rocket, so we have plenty of room. We can put it anywhere, and we'll have not literally anywhere, but anywhere reasonable, and we'd have enough height for a red bolt engine. So I'm just kind of trying to put it a bit in line. I'm also planning on having the I don't have them researched yet, but diamond press. I'm gonna have a couple diamond presses here. I'm gonna have my rockets over here, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm starting to go with. Maybe I should. I want to move this over a bit for reasons. So let's just move it to right here. And I'm gonna make obsidian tiles and fireballs. Just expediting getting them in and out of the base. Looks good over here. Not so good over here. I might also destroy one of these pike apple farm tiles. Just get another large sculpting block in place. I'm overfeeding my fluxes right now. That's why I'm getting pike apple just sitting on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna have plenty. Hey, a 0.1 chance. All right. 0.2 chance, easy. Gonna get them in no time, right? Alright, what sort of resources am I going to need? Just to do a rad bolt check at the beginning of the episode, I'll do one at the end as well. We're getting 292 rad bolts, 297 over here, I suppose, out of this nuclear waste storage. We see that it's up to, I mean, it's just 1,200 kilograms at this point. It's not a crazy amount, but as we get more and more in, this volume will just increase more and more. We are going to need, let's do granite. We don't need 20 20 tons. Let's just do 5 tons. Let's do some... Oh man, I'm trying to think what we should use for our rocket interior. We're gonna need some steel. You always need steel. So let's just do 4 tons. And once I start building the rocket interior, I'll figure out what else I need. Alright, for the... I kinda wanna get this rocket up sooner rather than later. But also... Does this have LG in it? Sure does. Alright, Echo, what's your schedule? Nope, schedule. Echo, what's your schedule looking like? Yeah, you just started. Alright, Echo. Hop on board, let's go. Yeah, I guess we gotta clean out the toilet. Running low on water there, but it's fine. Oh, you're funny. Alright, Hermit. Very excited about something on the grid, or being on the grid. So we satisfied the power requirement, obviously. Take those out. Maybe I don't build that one. 85%. Oh, I need another food as well. Aeropot. Let's build a couple there. Here. And build. Oh yeah, tile build, yeah. And I could probably sweep up these materials. I know debris will be a negative. So we need a third food. This egg hasn't hatched yet. Oh no, I don't think they've dropped an egg yet. Oh, okay. I guess I don't even have to plant plants. I just had to do that. Okay. So we finished the decor, finished the lights. We just need the third food, and the hermit will be recruited. Which is cool. So, do I turn off his lights, or do I keep them on? I'm gonna just cancel everything else. There's no reason to keep doing this stuff, right? I'll deconstruct that. I want my diamond back. Alright, what I think I might start doing, even though I know I can't finish it, I might build the gunk boiler and just leave the aqua tuner not built for now. But I think I can build the rest of it and be happy with the design. I am gonna need to move this. Well, that's if I have it here. Do I need it here? I could build it like down here somewhere. So the gunk's gonna come out of here. What is my pipe looking like? Gunk's gonna come out of here. I can run a pipe kind of down here, but then I'm gonna be running hot petroleum like up to my base or something, or into my polymer press, and that is gonna be hot. I can insulate the pipes, sure, but it's still gonna be toasty. There's no real avoiding it. I'm also gonna get sulfur out of this as well. Gunk liquid. When you heat it up, you get petroleum and sulfur. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the sulfur, to be honest. I don't think oh, I guess that can give us fullerene. I forgot about that. We're not planting any grubroot plants or anything like that. So yeah, I mean that's all that it's used for. So we don't need the sulfur at all. We just need to get it out of the gunk boiler. If it's in the gunk boiler, like as sulfur gas, that is, it will interfere with the counterflow heat exchanger, and it'll make the entire process a lot less efficient. So definitely don't want it. Sorry, I don't want it as sulfur gas, that is. Okay, yeah, I really want to build it here, to be completely honest. So if I do that, I need to move this line. Maybe just come straight down? Yeah, I'd have to go down probably here instead. Kind of leaves me constrained for space a little bit. I think that'll be fine. What's my water looking like? Oh, I'm actually sending ice right now. Okay, once I send this big batch of ice, I will cut this line just to make sure I don't have any interrupt me, and then dig this out and move the line over a little bit. I don't really know why I built it here other than convenience from this ladder, I guess. I guess that'd be the only reason. Bright ice, we have 77 tons. But we don't have any more bright ice there, that's not great. We have 700 kilograms, 718 kilograms there. Okay, we have 30 tons of bright ice here. Okay, that's good. These guys need to drop more bright ice. Eating all the spare dartles I have running around the place. Okay, anyways. So let's make sure we cut this line temporarily. I just don't want ice coming this direction. We are going to need to deconstruct buildings. Just going to deconstruct all that. We're going to reconstruct. Let's just go up here. And we can probably keep a couple of these. Redoing it. I might get a bit of brine dropping. That'll be fine. I think I'm going to properly just close off this section. No point continuing to let cool leak into this environment down here. Oh jeez, that was a lot more brine water than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a little bit, and it ended up just being a lot. Oh, I might have opened one of these packets actually. That makes sense. Alright, so I am going to igneous rock? Sure. Let's do it across here. I guess we're probably just gonna dig up a bit more. We'll seal this back off once we're done building. Alright, and I think keep that. Just all this. Go up through here. Alright. Alright, look at that. They have work to do. Why are we not doing this? Do we not? Oh, we converted all our iron into steel. That is what we did. And sweep up that bleach zone, guys. Just trying to get anything that's off gassing. Trying to sweep it up. Diggy diggy. Get stuck. Being sad. guess you can mop that up now. Okay. Alright, well, it's gonna be another 500 kilograms. Or, actually, a ton of water. Oh, doing our best here. Doing our best. 650. I always find it strange. I feel like Bionics find a way to stand in water. Like, that's their goal in life. They're like, alright, how can I stand in water some more? And then they make it happen. Once I close this off, I'm actually not going to insulate this portion of the pipe. Conveyor rail. It's in a cold environment. If the water does melt, it'll just be sitting down here. I doubt it'll happen often. But we can start building this. I'm gonna leave a gap because I'm gonna be building stuff in here, and I don't want them to have to walk all the way down and around and everything. I want them to have a convenient entryway. Oops. Just trying to mop up my common walkways. This can be built now. This can be built as well. And you're gonna try yourself, aren't you? You're trying to really, really hard. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot I took out that ladder segment. I don't even know when I did that. Must have been a long time ago, though. What are you bringing? Oh, nice. Okay. All that brine water I had got dumped into here, which is nice. So it's not just laying around. Alrighty. Get the last of that dug out, and then we'll work on the gunk boiler. Research, 66 data banks, sure. Power is good. It's working. Alright, that'll get built eventually. It's gonna be a bit strange because I'm gonna flip. I usually have the heat source on the left side, and then it'll heat up the gunk, and then the gunk will counterflow. I'm gonna flip it though. I want the heat source on the right side and the final pump on the left, just because I think that'll be a little bit more convenient. Additionally, I need to handle sulfur gas, because once gunk boils, let's go gunk. Gunk boils at 448 C. We'll get petroleum and sulfur. Sulfur sublimates at 115 C. So we're gonna have sulfur gas coming out. So I'm gonna have to make sure I deal with that properly. Pip egg. I know I have pips around the map. I wonder where they're at. Maybe I just take pip eggs and move them somewhere just so I have them. Oh, you know, the Rexes might have made them, honestly. Let's relocate them with the Drekos. Drekos and pips play nice, so they can stay in there. Just optimize that. Alrighty. So with the sulfur gas, I'm gonna need to cool it down so it turns back into sulfur. I'm also gonna have to keep the petroleum separated from the sulfur gas or sulfur liquid or sulfur debris even. So I'm gonna have two sections of this. I'm gonna have a hot section, which is gonna be boiling the gunk, and then I'm gonna have a cold section, which is I'm going to be cooling the sulfur gas. So let's get this stuff swept up real quick while I still have access, because I'm going to be building myself into an inaccessible area. Alright. Usually as well, from where my petroleum is produced, I normally just have a 1, 2, and then 3 type of counterflow. I think I'm going to have a 4 level just because this is a bit narrower than I normally build. Yeah, I mean, the longer your counterflow is, the more efficient it's going to be. You could have no counterflow at all, but then the heat you need to produce with the aqua tuner, it needs to be it needs to cool it 100% of the way, right? It needs to cool it it needs to heat it 100% of the way. So if you had gunk coming in at 34 degrees Celsius, you have to heat that gunk all the way up to 445 or whatever the petroleum gunk to petroleum conversion point is. So it's a lot of heating you'd have to do. So counterflow is going to help with the efficiency substantially. Yeah, so first things first, let's do, I think I'm gonna give myself a lot of space. This is probably more space than we're gonna need, but I mean, I think it's just smart so we don't build ourselves into a corner. So I'm also gonna leave the counterflow 2 tiles high for 2 purposes. So I can get in and build it more efficiently, and so I can do any sort of repairs if I need to. Yep, so what am I doing this out of igneous rock? What I should do is bring some igneous rock here, but so then it's gonna go back left here. It's gonna go back right. Oops, I don't need that one. Yeah, I can do this one. Go back right, and then go back left. Oh, and then I'm gonna go back right one more time. Oh, I'm already kind of cramping myself. Jeez. I was gonna put my aqua tuner right here, but the piping would not be great. So I think I'm gonna put it right here instead. I don't want to do that. I want to give them room to, dang, I am already kind of building myself out of room, and this isn't the right height. Dang it. Alright, well, I'm gonna move this entire thing down. I knew I was gonna need more room, and I am sticking to that. Just do 2s, right? I can build walls later. Okay, so goes right, left, right. I think we go left and then right again. Right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so this will be where I need my... Ah, this narrowness is annoying. I might just have this last one kind of not be a 2 level, just have it go much higher, so I can put the aqua tuner like here. Oops. have... I think it's coming together in my head. Okay, so aqua tuner here. I'm gonna have a diamond, diamond tiles here to transfer heat, and then the petroleum, or gunk for that matter, gunk to petroleum is gonna sit here. Okay, and the liquid within the aqua tuner is going to be cooling down the sulfur. Excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze. It's going to be cooling down sulfur. But additionally, I need to, well, first of all, sulfur gas, liquid sulfur. Okay, so it's going to be really hot. Okay, so I just have to cool it down to like 115 degrees. It's fine. This shouldn't be hard. But there should be enough heat in the sulfur gas to keep my coolant warm enough so it's not freezing in the aqua tuner, but I need to guarantee that it's not going to ever overheat. No, overcool. I'm sorry. Overcool. That's what I'm looking for. And additionally to that, I'm gonna leave these tiles open because I'm gonna probably need some automation stuff here as well. Okay. Yeah, for the pipe coming in as well as the temperature of the steam as well. Okay. So this... Oh, this is gonna be weird. Because the petroleum is gonna bubble up through here and drop down here. And I guess I could just kinda... weave it a little bit. Okay, so it goes left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. Geez, that is some counterflow right there. It's gonna be weird having these 4 tiles here, to be honest, but there's not a lot we can do about it. We're constrained with the narrowness, and it makes the boiling side very awkward. Like, normally I'd have this boiling side hanging off, sorta, down the side of the counterflow, so that when the petroleum boils, it'd come just directly to the first level and then just kind of flow down, right? So because this is narrower, I have to like push it up and push everything up kind of awkwardly. So that's a bit weird, but it'll be fine. For metals, oh, we carried a lot of metals over, didn't we? We're gonna want steel. We're gonna want nickel ore. We're never going to be exceeding the temperature of this. Like melting the nickel ore, we should never be that hot. I should probably finish building this design, at least roughly, before they start building everything and I decide I don't like it or something. I am going to need a thermoaquator? Not a thermoaquator, liquid teppidizer. Because I need to, like I said, I need to guarantee that the thermal... I need to guarantee the thermal aqua tuner is not cooling the liquid down too much. Whatever coolant I'm using, I'm probably going to have to use liquid naphtha. I don't think there's any way around it, just because the heat from the liquid sulfur is so high. I don't want to accidentally boil water in the pipe. That'd be very bad. So what I'm going to do is, after the coolant comes out of the thermal aqua tuner, I'm going to cool down this area, which will solidify the sulfur. And then I'm going to go through a liquid teppidizer to guarantee that the liquid has heated up enough so that when it goes back through the thermal aqua tuner, it's not going to freeze in the pipes. That'd be bad, because I need the thermal aqua tuner to keep this area hot enough, no matter how much cooling I actually need to do, because sulfur gas doesn't have that much specific heat capacity, so it's not going to be hard to cool down. The harder job is actually heating up the gunk to boil it. That's going to be the hard job. Okay. One thing, I'm gonna need suits going in here. Not to build it, but to service it. So that's a bit complicated. And I'm also thinking of how do I get a water pool with a liquid tempanizer up here? It's hard to drop bottles from the top when you don't have a top. So what I might do is, debris takes so long to freeze, so yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to get back in here temporarily and deconstruct this. I think I want that. I don't want to build across any ladders yet. Am I gonna have this entire place be liquid? That's a lot of liquid. I kind of want to, though, to be completely honest. And I'm going to do... No, I only want this one tile. Sulfur gas will come up here. If it drops back down in here, I'm actually fine with that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. So we're gonna have a liquid tempanizer here. We're gonna have... Where's my automation? Thermal sensor. I need to destroy the ladder first. Okay. Alright. I almost wish I didn't build these insulated tiles yet. Just because I'm gonna have my wall going up through here anyways. Yeah, I think I'm gonna deconstruct all this. All that work wasted. It's a shame. I'm not gonna build these two tiles yet. Okay, so just to confirm, petroleum bullets through here, counterflows, drops a little ways, whatever. Counterflow, falls back out here. Okay, great. Let's prioritize this top portion first. I want to get Brightness temp shift plates in here and get them melting. I want to make sure they melt first, really. I'm going to need 960 watts, I'm going to need 1200 watts, and then 240 down here. So I'm going to need 2 large power transformers. So I'll build that. Hey, they finally did this. New rocket, red bolt engine. Yeah. Okay, so we have 20 height to play with. So we're gonna want a large cargo bay. This requires a height of 5, which is painful, but it is what it is. We're gonna have a couple solar panels at least. We are going to, I'm probably going to change the order of these. Oh. We're going to have a large space, or not a large, just a spacefarer module. And get us started. I don't know if that's where I'm gonna end up, but... And I'm gonna build an obsidian ladder because hot rocket exhaust, I don't want to melt my ladders. Igneous rock I don't think would melt 1400. It'd be pretty close. But I know obsidian will not, so. Alright, build this. We're gonna need power. What do we have over here? What have I been making? Not much nickel, not much iron, jeez, nothing. Okay, cool. Alright, nickel can come out here. I need power transformers. Oops, that was the wrong button, sorry. Power transformers, let's start those wires for now. Need automation, thermo, sensor, nickel as well. And we're gonna need nickel pipe going through here, radiant, and insulated pipe coming out. I think the hardest part is gonna be getting water in here, to be honest. The reason I'm having this so irregularly long is because liquid naphtha doesn't have the best thermal conductivity, and I want to make sure it's heated up to a sufficient point to go through the aqua tuner. So that's why this is so long. Kind of the downside is the liquid tepidizer is only going to heat this area, this area of water well. The remainder is going to just be, heat transfer through the water medium, so it's gonna be a bit slower. I was considering adding temp shift plates along here. Actually, I might just do that, honestly. I think it's just a good idea in general. What else do I need in here aside from water? I don't think anything. I think I can close up this bottom section. What I might do is just punch a couple holes in here. Really, Chip? Oh man, you guys are just unreal. Definitely want debris taken out. And automation, utilities, some shift plates out of brine ice. I want probably 800 kilograms per tile. So conveniently that's 800 kilograms per tile, conveniently. Wait, did I? Oh my god, I was looking at polluted ice, I'm like, did I run out of brine ice right there? I was so confused. Okay, yeah. I'm probably not going to be able to reach all these. I don't think, actually. No, I can't reach these over here. That's actually just because I can't. No, I can't reach this middle one. I can't reach out either. And if I dig that out, I'll be able to reach those two. And if I dig out that, I'll be able to reach those two. Oh, are you trapped now, though? You are. Shoot. My bad. Dig that out. I think you'll be fine there, right? Yeah. I should just dig out all this, honestly. It's making it inconvenient to traverse back and forth. Okay. Let's just get all this stuff done. Okay. We want plumbing. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna want more radiant liquid pipes down through here. This area is gonna be full of sulfur gas. Sorry. Yeah, sulfur gas. When it touches these pipes, I want it to solidify into sulfur. And just kind of chill there. I don't need access to it. And then we're gonna need a gunk pipe right here. So let's just put a placeholder there. And then we're gonna have these two pipes coming down, all insulated. Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. Yes, building melted. Multi and Gizmo, you know, probably shouldn't just stand in the water if you can help it. This rocket's getting built pretty quick. With the cargo bay, you can just select all standard. I didn't want this. I wanted a drill cone. And for the interior, let's deconstruct to this control station. And put a drill cone on top. That's what I actually want. Hopefully it fits. Drill cone. Sure, steel's fine. Yeah, that's all of my remaining room as well. So I still only get 120 watts. Power. 120 watts. That's all I get in my interior. View interior. Okay. This is just gonna be for drilling operations. I'm also gonna include some plastic, so while they're sitting there waiting, they can do some data research as well. I have a second interior. I'm wondering what sort of material is this built out of? Sedimentary rock, copper ore. I don't have a lot of copper ore, to be completely honest. I should have plenty of sedimentary rock though, right? Yeah, okay. Plenty of sedimentary rock. Let's see what my copper ore looks like. I might have to change that metal out for... I have 10 tons. That's not a lot, but I think it's enough to build the rocket at least. Sedimentary rock, iron ore, sure. And then wood. I have wood. Okay. I'm gonna build it as is. If I don't have materials for something, I will audible at that point in time. Okay, so they have a bunch to build over there. Yeah, you have gases in here. Okay, I don't want gases. Alright, building. I think I want to... I want to deconstruct this ladder segment right here, so that's why I'm opening it up and making sure they have a traversable area through here. I guess they could always go up, but it's fine. Because I want an area for my thermal aqua tuner. Because I want to... Oh, no way, I have enough iridium. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Dang, when did that happen? That's fantastic. I actually want to flip it though. I didn't even notice that happen. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it so the output's going to the left instead of the right. The reason I'm gonna do that is I want this loop to go clockwise. I want the cold to come out through here. I want the cold to be here first to cool down the sulfur. And then if it's not warm enough, if the No, yeah, that's right. If the liquid naphtha is not warm enough, it will warm up in this bath before coming back down into the aqua tuner. And then also I'm gonna have a thermo uh, sensor right here to check to see if the um, liquid needs to be cooled some more. So I'm gonna do this, do that. Right there. I'm also gonna need a thermosensor. Um, Give me a second to think about the logic for that. And then this can go back up through there. Making it all out of insulated pipes. And our gunk boiler that I said I was gonna build a million cycles ago is finally being built. I wonder when I got the iridium. I didn't even notice I had 1,200 kilograms of iridium. Some of it's probably on the left side of the map, so I'm probably gonna have to put it here. This is, yeah, it's just for like plastic stuff. Data makes, and now iridium. Okay, yeah. How's this looking? Like you didn't make any progress. Good job, guys. I guess it hasn't been long. It's not like I've been sitting here for ever or anything. Oh, these, how many plates do I have? 1, 2, 3. Hell if I can tell. Oh my god. I still have a lot though that need to melt. And all this brine is very chill. I need to warm it up. What? I will warm it up. Yeah, I have enough there. When I put my liquid naphtha into the system, it's gonna be hot. Right now it's sitting at 92 C, so it will melt these temp shift plates and fill up this area, which is good. That's what we want. The last thought I had is, do I want to pick up this sulfur and move it out? I don't know. It's a bit challenging because the sulfur gas might be 450 degrees or so. So a steel auto sweeper will be it'll overheat if I put it up here. I could put it down here. But this could be a vacuum actually. That's risky. I don't want it to break. It's all, do I want to capture the sulfur out of this process, or do I not care? And I don't have any use for sulfur, so I kind of don't care. It sounds bad, but yeah, I kind of don't. I'm gonna make this wire out of steel. I'm gonna go up. I'm just gonna go through here, because that will directly connect there. And I think I'm gonna go down through here instead. Jump over. Oh, that's inconvenient. This one as well. Okay, there's power. I also need to power the pump, I realize. I'll get to it though. Alright, how's the nickel going? It's really not. Why we're not making more steel? Do we know we have iron here? We might not have lime. No, we have lime there as well. Do we not have refined carbon? Definitely possible. Let's make 50. Okay, alright. It's coming together so quickly. That was sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. This is at least I'm getting use out of this area now. It took me a while to get around to it, but it's going along. I can start probably closing. they can just use this ladder and build those tiles. Kind of awkward. I'm gonna have to deconstruct from the bottom up, which is weird. Okay, so plumbing. Iridium, yeah, I'm still waiting. How much do I have here though? It doesn't say. Okay, it's probably across the top of my map, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I have 600 kilos there, that's nice. Okay, so I want this aqua tuner running if the temperature is too low or the liquid coming in needs to be heated up. So since it's or command, I can actually green signals override red signals. So I can actually just do this, and the aqua tuner will turn on if either of these conditions are met. I should have almost just squared this off. Lower party sweeps. For now. Look at that. Okay, now it's actually turning on. I send green signal up above, below. I don't really want this turning on right now, so I'm just gonna turn it off. It does not need to be on. Okay, but we have enough water in here, that's good. I could actually maybe put more water. It'd just be more, it'd be a bigger thermal battery if I put more water in here. How big is this? 12. So every temp shift plate I put in there puts in like 80 kilograms of water. So I kind of want more in here, to be honest. Let's, even though I'm using a lot of bright ice for this. I'm also going to need a water pool right here for the aqua tuner. So I'm going to need a lot of water here as well. Oh, they're not delivering it because this isn't close off. That's why. That makes sense. Okay, I can deconstruct that. I still need to get the debris. I can actually sweep that debris. How's the water level looking in here? I know I have this disconnected for a while. Yeah, it's still 770. Completely fine. Let's pick up that stuff. Actually, I want to change this a bit. Do this and deconstruct these. I'm gonna have to build a bunch of temp shift plates down here to get water in here. I could also drop it off with a pump, not pump, bottle empty here. But I think I'm just gonna build temp shift plates. Probably build one in every tile, honestly. So I have 800 kilograms of brine ice in every tile. Sorry, brine water in every tile, which when they melt or when it turns to steam will be 800 kilograms of steam per tile. So that'll just keep a good thermal battery for the aqua tuner. So we don't experience as many temperature spikes, especially when we start dropping cold gunk on here. We don't want this room to spike down and get really chill or anything like that. We want it to be as stable as possible. Alright, once those are built, I think I'm gonna call it good on waterfront up there. Our poor Bright Ice. We're losing so much. We're not losing. Losing's a poor word, but we're using so much. Alright, here's the rocket interior. It's very similar to the other rocket interior. And when I say very similar, I think it's exactly similar. It's just made out of different materials. That's all. I need the control station back. And on that left, I have no atmosphere in here, so not great for this plant. I think it's gonna be pretty cold, so we're gonna plant a rosebud. It has a good temperature range. And since we're using wood tiles, the decor in here is not bad. Not the best in the world, but it's also not bad. Power, we have power pretty much everywhere that we need. We do have a refrigerator on this rocket, so it is going to be consuming more power. We really don't really have a lot of power. I'm debating replacing this with just a regular cargo bay instead of a large cargo bay. We gain 2 more spaces, which is 2 more solar panels, which would be nice. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, do we have a Glossier yet? We have an 11% chance. If we got a Shatter Flox egg, it'd show up on the right hand side material overlay for a minute, so I doubt we have it. Flox, yeah, we just have regular Flox eggs. Alright, let's add a regular cargo module, and let's add a couple more. And we're out of glass. Dang it! Well, that was a bit unfortunate. Whatever. We'll let it be for now. And Echo, I think you're landing. You have 173 databanks. I appreciate it. It's pretty good. Let's sweep up what we can before I close this off. Okay. We need. We do have regular ice. I wonder where that's at. I don't want them traveling, forever across the map. Yeah, it's in the radiation biome generally. Sure, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah. So I'm still gonna use brine ice for this. And as I mentioned, it's just gonna be every tile that is down here. It's going to have a temperature plate that'll give us 800 kilograms of liquid per tile, which I think will be good. We're also going to need a temperature plate out of a conductive material. I'm just going to do diamond right here. We're going to have diamond tiles in these 2 tiles right here. I'm putting a temperature plate here because actually I think the thermal opportunity is going to be better up there. Because I don't really care about the temperature of the steam room necessarily. I care about the temperature of the gunk. I don't want the steam room too hot potentially and heat up the gunk. Like, there could be a rubber band effect where I heat up the steam room too much, the gunk flashes to like petroleum, which then flashes to sour gas. That would be very, very bad. I don't want that to happen. I also, where the hell did all this stuff come from? We can still get in. I think I'm gonna start. Actually, I need to vacuum this out. I also need to create a liquid lock. And maybe I do this in such a way that I can service this in the future. Yeah, this is gonna work great. I kinda wanna build this out of ceramic. Sure. I don't think I need a ladder here, but I'll put one there anyways. No, actually I don't, because I'm going to have a tile there anyways, so I don't need those. I'm gonna have a bit of a diagonal here, and well, actually I won't need one. I'll be deconstructing this tile, so I think we'll be fine. Do I still have? Hey, I do. Look at that. Future planning always works out. So I'm gonna put a blob of liquid naphtha here. They can get in and out through here. It'll be a liquid lock. And let's do that. Let's put this here. Actually, I'm just gonna build those two. Yeah. Let's not do that yet, because I don't want them to get trapped. Yes, no, that's fine. Yeah, they can still get out and everything. What did we complete? Petroleum engines, yeah. It's almost like we're working on petroleum right now, right? So we just finished these. I think I'm going to do diamond press next. Yeah, diamond press it is. Now we're going to start locking it up, and I'm going to need pumps, ventilation, just over here, and here. It's going to take forever to vacuum out. Honestly, I'm going to need mini gas pumps as well, or else it's just going to take too long. Get all this stuff vacuumed out. We're gonna need a liquid pump out of steel. Bringing stuff out. Hell, actually, I guess I'll just keep the main power line and just use that. I could also bring like this line up. Yeah, let's bring this line up. Actually, I just get to save a lot of steel doing that, or refined metal. In any case, it doesn't have to be steel. All right, idle. My regular tubes are idle. This can be all The annoying thing... Your interior. The annoying thing about regular dupes is the need to feed them and for them to breathe. Both are annoying. I should have been doing this a long time ago, because it's going to take a minute to produce properly. You have an oxide refinery. If you input oxygen and gold and power, you can get oxide out. So I want to do this. It needs to be near a power source. It is 1200 kilowatts. Sorry. Yeah, 1.2 kilowatts. Jeez, 1200 kilowatts. That would be a lot. So I need to be cooling this because it is a nice heat generating building, and I need to be providing nice. Okay. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna get power. We're gonna get it cooling. This is actually pretty inconvenient. How much heat does this generate? 12 kilo D2. How much does this generate? 16. Okay, so it's not a dumb amount of heat. So I'm just gonna replace these with some radiant pipes and nickel, just to make sure I pick up the heat from that area. We are going to have a storage bin. Nope, we're gonna have a storage bin right here. We're gonna have some water, so the oxide doesn't off gas. And then we need oxygen. Uh-oh. We're out of water. When does this erupt? 17 seconds. Oof, that is a long time. Well, conveniently enough, we have a salt water right here. So we're gonna... How do I want to do this? The input or output? If I do this, it's just a 50-50 split, which is fine. I'm gonna insulate a little bit because I don't want a bunch of heat all over the place. Okay, that will be clean water coming out. So the bad thing about this is, I mean, it's gonna heat up our spam considerably. I was kind of natively cooling our spam with 30-degree water. Oh, and this overheats. Oh no. Well, we have a bit of a problem. If I provide this salt water to the spam, it's gonna overheat because these electrolyzers overheat at 75C. Same with these pumps, 75C. A good way to get around this, I didn't have access to gold amalgam in the early game, but a good way to get around this is build all of your electrolyzers out of gold amalgam. It will... Okay, I don't know why it's not reflecting here. The gold amalgam has a plus 50-degree overheat temperature, so your electrolyzer will not overheat until 125 degrees Celsius. Same with your gas pumps if you build them out of gold amalgam, 125C, which would allow us to put in 75C water without overheating the system. So we're not going to do this. That little bit of water is fine. We are going to pump from here instead. This is a bit cheaty, I realize. I know. It's not cheaty. I mean, it's my water. I can use it how I want to, right? And we're actually going to bridge it on. So if this fluid water pump is not pumping, like it's not right now, I will use water down here. Otherwise, I will use the polluted water. And into the pump. And this has to all be a high priority. Alright, so they'll get to that pretty quick. What I was going to do is take the oxygen line, wherever the hell it is. I want to know which which action line, because I have two action lines coming out. I wanted to know which one is being consumed less. The right one only has, well, it has 2 down here, so it has 4 outputs. The issue with that is, though, it's actionating the entire map, whereas this left line, it's actionating the map as well. Who am I kidding? So what I'm gonna do is have an overflow on here. Where do I want to put it to not have it be too terribly ugly? Right here. And any overflow action will go up. So we're gonna prioritize suits, and then if the suits are fully actionated, then we will start making Axelite. This will be Axelite and automation. If we have enough Axelite, we also want to turn off the Axelite refinery. What does this say? This is sends a green signal when full. Sure. Oh, then we want to flip it. We want to send a red signal when it's full, not a green signal. So quick not gate will solve that. All right. We're pumping. This should be. Why do you guys chill out here? Can you not? You guys can't get out. Why can't you get out? What's the problem? I mean, you have a ladder, obviously. Okay. Yeah, diagonal doors can sometimes be weird, so they had to be able to stand here to get out. Okay. This is pumping though, so we are vacuuming at this time, which is nice. I think I don't need to do anything else here. I do need to get naphtha into these pipes. Kind of waiting in a vacuum. I also need to build a bunch of pipes here. It's just going to require a lot of refined metal. How are you guys doing on that nickel? 2100, that's not nearly enough. We need a lot more. How's this going? Okay, it's going pretty quick. Still looking at a sandy shell egg. A bit sad about that. I think it's just this poke shell hasn't dropped their egg yet. I think that's really the issue. Melted. Oh, it's our last some shift plates finally melting. So we're ended up with, hey, look at that, 900 kilograms per tile dish. All the gases. This will be a vacuum in short order. I haven't finished the counterflows yet because I still need to build pipes, as well as sweep out some remaining stuff. So I guess I can start this now. So the gunk is gonna come from over here. I don't know how I'm gonna get it through yet, but it's gonna start out down here. This is where it's gonna come in at, and it's just gonna counterflow. This one's gonna have to be short because I want to keep the door there. This one can go there. This last level I'm probably just gonna have normal pipes, and then I'm gonna have the last bit be insulated. Alright, they can build that. So once I get this cleaned up and closed up, I'll explain everything properly. And this side. Well, the gunk coming in is going to be 30 degrees, so I'm not worried about heat down here, so I'm just going to build normal pipes across my base. I'm debating coming down and across. I think it'll just look a lot neater. The petroleum coming out, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it yet. I know I'm gonna run some into the polymer press, sure. So I guess I can do that right now because I know I'm gonna want to do that. So let's just run it across and bridge tool. So definitely I'm gonna want to do that. But with the rest of the petroleum, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I was thinking petroleum engines, yeah, sure. How much gunk do we actually have? 20 tons, 8 tons. So probably 30 tons of gunk. So that's gonna be 28 tons of petroleum, which is a lot. But it's not enough for like a full-on rocket program or something like that, right? If we're using it as a rocket fuel, it's gonna um, be used up very quickly. I want this off. Why? It's on. Let's do red check. Move to 534, 578. So decent. I mean, nowhere near as good as the Reds out here. You are 3,500, sure, but it's getting there. The research reactor just does its own thing, right? We don't have to worry about it too much. Aqua tuners are working 83% of the time, 81% of the time. So that's cool. As I mentioned yesterday, if you use a better coolant, if you use like super coolant or nuclear waste, is also a very good coolant. You can reduce the uptime of your thermal aqua tuners, which obviously will net a greater power gain out of the system. So if you're really trying to min-max, use a better coolant, it'll be more efficient. This should be pumping now. Yep. Filling back up a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, we stifled our agros as well. Didn't think about that. And also why 75-degree water would have been rough to use as well, because it would have just been introducing a lot of heat up here. I can always extend my cooling loop to help counteract that, but it would be a thing. So let's use water here. Water bottle. Oh, I need power for this. It feels bad bringing heavy watt wire just for 60 watts. Did I ever? Yeah, I got that up. I changed that. Sure. Okay. Pumping. Okay. Alright. I have power. Let's see what I need power to. I need to fill this loop. That's what I want to do. Push on this. We actually do it above. So I want to cancel both those. That way I can put a auto turret there. I want to make sure this doesn't turn on. So send green signal if above 2,000 degrees. Okay. And we can start doing tiles. Diamond tiles right there. I'm also gonna, before I do that, put a diamond tile right here, just to help transfer the heat from the steam into the diamond tile into diamond shift plate. Small things, but it'll just increase the thermal transfer a bit. Now, the hardest thing about this gunk boiler is going to be the startup, because if I just put all my gunk down here, great, I'll have a pile of gunk. It'll heat up slowly and eventually, okay, and eventually it'll turn into petroleum. The issue with that is, when it turns into petroleum, it's also going to emit sulfur gas. And the sulfur gas is going to come into here and come into my counterflow exchanger. And that's really going to screw up the counterflow quite a bit. as far the efficiency of the counterflow quite a bit. I need a petroleum, ideally a petroleum lock right here before we start. Or do I just put a piece of gunk here? The petroleum will eventually raise up and push. It should push it over. Okay, I want to send a green signal if above, again, 10,000 billion degrees. I just don't want this to turn on right now. That's really why I'm doing that. Alright. Vacuum will be coming soon. This is so weird how narrow this is. I still can't like get over that. Before I do that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there's nothing in the soon-to-be steam room. This wants to be naphtha. Auto bottle. How much naphtha do we have? I don't think we have a lot. Oh, okay, we have 800 kilograms. That's quite a bit. Both these will be shooting to the right. There's no need power for them, just kind of left it hanging there. This is going to require 860, 1100 watts of power, so. Take that plastic all day. I should almost ranch poke shells. Just so I get eggs faster. If this was all clean water down there, I could get a chance of eggs down here as well. Where did that nuclear waste come from? Maybe someone got hit on this ladder right here. And where'd that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright guys, start mopping. Start mopping. Whoops. Everywhere else can stay wet. It's mostly inside my base that I care about, because they'll get soggy feet and stuff. Just kind of a mess. Alright, Now, take an auto sweeper from here. Doesn't need to be steel. Okay. Power. So when this produces a blob of oxalate, it'll be shunted into the storage bin. And when the storage bin is full, it will turn off the oxalate refinery. So pretty much this will produce 4 tons of oxalate and then turn off. Then research fast. Diamond press. Don't really need that stuff. I'm nowhere close to getting a hydrogen engine yet. I don't have super coolant for a data miner. I guess I'm just getting random researches at this point. No real method. This, that, all this, and then deconstruct the buildings or the pumps themselves. That'd have been funny if I dug out that insulated tile, ruined my vacuum. Okay, can I rebuild this wall? I think I can. Maybe. Okay, we will be full. Full up. Alright, Naphtha's already negative 14, just because this was so cold. So that's good. Alright, I just want to deconstruct all this stuff, sweep it out. I do need to get my gunk. So I'll just go down through here, across through here. I guess I just go across here instead. I like to hide my pipes inside tiles wherever possible. It just looks a bit cleaner. So we can cancel all that and connect it. I do want to cut the pipe. I don't want it to come in yet. But yeah, getting pipes done will be nice. One, it's not an issue, but it is an annoyance. I have to fill up. Come on, save. I have to fill up all 6 of these tiles with gunk before it starts overflowing into my counterflow. So there's like a lot of material storage. I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but there's a lot of gunk that you need just to prime this system. So minor inconveniences, I know. I do need a bit of gunk. I probably have some mopped up somewhere. Yeah. So let's relocate this here. Let's do it pretty expediently. This can be private suites. Start getting people to do that already. Okay. Let's deconstruct this. Build that. No, I want to sweep burst. So make sure you don't deconstruct that yet. Down here though. Might as well start building in. They'll have to run longer, they'll have to zigzag and everything, but it's fine. Let's do this. Let's construct that. Construct a couple ladders. Like I said, I want this to be maintainable, so I do want ladders going where they need to go. Even though I don't have suits where I need to have suits yet, I think it will just look nice, right? Let's empty this. There, looking pretty nice. Even though it's not like symmetrical and it's kind of all over the place and blah blah blah. It looks pretty good. I had to fit it in a decently narrow, unreachable. Is it because I think they have to stand on the tile to empty it? So I'll just do this, empty it, and then rebuild that tile. I'm probably going to have to sweep this, so unfortunately. It's solidified. I'm fine with that. My only issue is if this solidifies, then I am sad. What is solidified? -8? I mean, it is a vacuum, so there's no reason for this to solidify here. Let's mop that. And then this will create a liquid lock, so that when the... Hey, we got a shattered lock's egg. I think I have this all egg, so it should pick up, right? No. And we can also remove this and add this. Okay, this. Oh, we don't have a Shatterflox born yet. Okay, well, we're in process. Let's move this out. Swap out. I can actually leave this open. I might build it in just for peace of mind sake. I think I will, but yeah, I mean, I'll just have to deconstruct these two tiles in order for this to be serviceable in the future. Because I've only made one gunk boiler in the past, so this should work in theory, but I'm not going to guarantee that at all. Okay, so what do we want? We have to be careful because this thermosensor is in a vacuum. It is detecting a temperature from somewhere. I don't really know where, because everything around it's like negative 12 C. So I don't really know where that's at. Anyways, let's keep this at send green signal if below 30 degrees. I think that's fine. Send a green signal if above, I don't know, 50, like 50, 30. We're not dealing with very small temperature ranges by any means here. So, yeah, I mean, it's send green signal if above, yeah. Okay, so I actually need this lower than that. So let's do 50 here. No, other way around. Let's do 50 here. Let's do 30 here. So this will heat up the water. It will take some time. We're burning a lot of power right now. Expect these to turn on pretty quick. No, not really. Hey, look at that. We got a bit of amber. It's a miracle. We're getting another 100 kilograms of plastic or something. Okay, so this should be warming up the water, or after, sorry, the brine water. Producing a lot of heat. This is all very cold right now, so it's going to take a while to get up to temp, like the temperatures that we need it at. I can start, well, I want it to be above negative 8 C. I want liquid gunk here, but I am going to add some gunk into the system just as a thermal buffer. One of the things you can have an issue with, and this is more when you have crude oil to petroleum than gunk to petroleum, but crude oil to petroleum, what you can accidentally do is, if you have this basin empty, you heat up the transfer medium to the boiling point of crude oil, so converting crude to petroleum. The first drop of crude oil that drops down, I don't know what happens, because the temperature shouldn't theoretically be high enough, but it can flash from petroleum into sour gas. So then you'll get sour gas in your system and you'll be very sad. Yeah, I don't know what really causes that, but it is something to be careful of. So what I like to do is before the system's heated up, I like to put whatever I'm boiling, get probably 4 tiles of that liquid, so that when I'm reaching the boiling point, in this case gunk to petroleum, it will have to heat up this entire 4 blocks at the same rate, and then like the entire 4 block will convert in a very short time frame, and it'll stop like the flaking aspect of boiling, you know, gunk straight to sour gas, or crude oil straight to sour gas, or anything like that. So That's what I like to do. So once this gets up to like 0, 10 degrees or whatever, I'll start filling this with gunk. Rad bolts, how are we looking over here? 650, 700, okay, sure. We're getting there. I'm gonna need to run power on there. We still have water here. Over here. Okay, we should be... Oh no, we're still not... The desalinator is just slow compared to a water sieve. But, I mean, we're getting oxygen out. That's nice. Uh-oh. And hydrogen, apparently. Are we, we're not backed up on hydrogen at all. Why are we getting hydrogen? 600, let's lower this. Not 50, 500. Okay, get a bit more hydrogen moved out. Encourage the hydrogen to float up, not down. Yeah, I don't know where those bits of hydrogen were coming from, though. I bet we're damaging some soup docks over here, though. We're also filling up our... Alright, I need to do something about this hydrogen. It's sufficiently annoyed me. Thankfully, I have... Oops. No, I don't actually. I want to flip the opposite way. We have a garbage line right there, so we don't really have to think too hard about doing this. And we can do that. And actually, I don't have to do this, but I'm going to, because I'll forget about it. Put a gas outlet sensor up here. We'll detect hydrogen, and if we do, we'll turn on the pump. So, yeah, we'll pump out these 2-3 tiles of hydrogen. Unbreathable hydrogen. Great. Detecting hydrogen, start pumping. Very good. Very good. Okay, so that'll deal with that. We'll get these plants growing again. I don't think they've been growing for a while, to be completely honest, but it's fine. I mean, the decor is still great up here, so negative 20 from the ring rosebush isn't anything to stress over. Okay, I can't... Oh, that's 5 tiles. I always forget this. There's 5 tiles. Alrighty. Okay, aqua tuner is running now, so we are heating that liquid up finally. And yeah, we're very much redlining our power grid a little bit. But it'll be temporary. Once this is up to temp, because of the counterflow, the petroleum boiler, or gunk boiler in this case, is pretty efficient. I can't give a percentage necessarily, but it's pretty efficient. It's not like you're wasting 2 kilowatts constantly on it, right? It won't be anywhere near that. The liquid sulfur, or sorry, sulfur gas, will heat up the liquid in here to take the burden off the liquid temperizer, and the counterflow will heat up the gunk coming in, so the aqua tuner won't have to work as hard either. So they'll both decrease in usage over time. Alrighty. Alrighty. And why are these not going? Temperature. Oh, it's too cold. It's too cold. Let's go down to 25. This is set at 20. It's set at 25. It'll warm back up. It's not a very big deal. Got a beach chair. Let's search pixel pack. And while we wait for this to warm up, I'm gonna use the restroom, grab a drink. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright, alright. What's the temperature at? 5C. Nice and toasty. Alright, let's bring some gunk in. Pretty much, let's just bring this gunk in for now. And any more that is produced. So does that gonna be 5 tons? Or just shy of 5 tons? Oh, gee, I thought this blob fell down here. I was about to be kind of sad. Okay. I should send Echo back to space. Let's actually rename this rocket as well. Why is it called? I thought it was supposed to be called Neon River. What's going on here? Okay, well. This is gonna be Miner 1. Okay, good. I need... Did I have... Okay, they have delivered diamond to it. Very good. Do I start... I don't know why I marked that as disabled. That wasn't what I wanted to do. View interior. What are we looking at? We need plastic. We don't need plastic, but it gives them something to do. We're gonna need food. I'm going to take all non-expiry food. Snack foods, nutrient bars. What else? That's kind of it, actually. That way I don't have to refrigerate it. I'm just using the refrigerator to get it up here. That's all. Actually, let's put plastic here. Do something high priority. Let's actually. No, 7's fine. And I want oxalate here. I want all 4 tons of it. So what we're gonna use the oxalate. We're gonna use the oxalate to oxygenate this area. We're gonna use the non-perishable food for food, obviously. We do need water to use the bathroom, but we should have. Why is this not a dining hall? Oh, because the rosebud isn't growing, so it's not counting as a decor building. So once the rosebud gets some oxygen, this will be a. I think it's a great hall. Yeah. Oh no, it's only 31 tiles. I need to remove this guy right there, and that'll be a great hall. Okay. Gunk's flowing. It's actually gonna cool down a bit just because it's so chill in here. So it'll actually be warming up the place when the intention is for it to cool it down. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do one more thing. I want to put a liquid hydro sensor here. Alright, how much do I want to put in there? Quite a bit. I want at least 2 tiles. Getting up to the 4th. And I want hydro sensor here. Oh. That'll prevent them from doing what I want them to do. This way I'll set a minimum amount so the pump isn't just pumping grams of petroleum over and over again. Just save a probably an insignificant amount of power, but it's something. If it's above, let's just do 100 kilograms. Alright. I think I might cut this off now. because just all the extra will pretty much give me how much I want. It's gonna take a while to heat up for sure. Okay, and we're waiting. Doing a bit of waiting here now. I guess I can build... What have I been making? I do have some gold. What I am going to do is get a transformer over here. I can fit 2. Might as well put 2. And complete this. I'm gonna have to change to steel. Oops, because of the rocket exhaust I'm worried about heating up the wire too much. I can probably change back to gold. I'm just trying to conserve my more rare material, which is steel in this case. And I have a second transformer for other space stuff if I want it. Pixel pack. Yeah, we're just kind of crushing research at this point. Oh, what I forgot about, I can, well, let's take this NAFTA and relocate it, and sweep up everything else. I don't think I have a sweep for bleach stone, or drop off rather. Back in, and I think I want to just move this over instead of having a double insulated tile wall. I can just do this. I can deconstruct everything else. Alright, 6 piles of gunk, as I said, is just kind of smart to do. Okay. Yeah, green overrides red, so since wait a minute. Wait, I think this is incorrect. Okay, I know I'm gonna want this to be if the gunk is below its boiling point. 447, so I'm gonna probably do 450. If it's below 450, turn it on, because that's when we need heat. And this is if the coolant is above. Okay, so these are set right. I need to change this so in the future. Right now I'm doing it for heating purposes to heat up this pool of water, but as soon as it gets to a steam bath and gets up to the point where this starts boiling, I'm gonna have to change the liquid turbinizer automation a little bit. That is fine. I'm probably gonna have to figure out kind of a cooling solution for this salt water though, to be honest, because I can't depend on this pool of water forever. I mean, this is a finite resource. There's quite a bit here, sure, but I don't want to run out. I mean, I guess I have a long time before I have to start worrying about it, but just kind of thinking long term. That's one of the things I like about Auction Not Included. It's just you can start planning such like long-term projects and stuff like that. I have these off for now, They're sitting at 203 degrees because of the nuclear waste coming in. Eventually, the nuclear waste will actually be cooling these, but not right now. I'm also going to put these up to 500 rad bolts as well, because this engine can hold 4,000, and the diamond presses can also hold, I think, 2,000 apiece. So I just want to send like the max rad bolt size less frequently rather than the opposite scenario. And what we're going to do is oh nice, I have it properly aligned. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is, there's automation in here. Sends green signal if it's full, otherwise sends red. Make sure I make this out of steel. So if it is a red signal, it needs rad bolts. So I'm going to actually flip this. I'm going to move it over a bit first, just so I have less chance of it melting. And I'm just going to do this for now. Yes, my brain is half working right now, I apologize. The diamond presses, I don't think I'm gonna have these here, I'm just putting them here for reference purposes. They take in refined carbon and rad bolts to create diamond. So this can be our infinite diamond solution. So what you can do is have 2 rad bolt reflectors above, and I want to prioritize the rad bolt engine. I want to make sure this is full before these get rad bolts. Or if the engine is gone, like if it's in space, it will also have a red signal here. So when it's the red signal, either this is, sorry, other way around. It sends green signal when it's full. Oh shoot, I don't need this bridge. Or not a bridge, not gate. I don't need that here. It's kind of just placing stuff. Okay, so if the rad bolt engine needs rad bolts, it turns off these 2 reflectors. What that does is it allows these rad bolt generators, or the rad bolts themselves, to continue through, and they won't be reflected if these sensors are disabled by automation. So the rad bolt will continue through, and hit the engine. Once the engine is full, this automation will flip to green, and the rad bolt reflectors will then start reflecting rad bolts into the diamond presses. The issue is when this is in space, this will also be red. So you signal when the rocket is on the rocket platform. So I'm going to actually take this wire coming out. So it'll send a red signal when this rocket is gone. What I want to do is override this green signal from... No, sorry. When the rocket is gone, I want to override this automation wire to be a green signal. So when it's gone, it's red. I want to flip it to green, and then turn this entire automation to green. And I'm trying to put it far enough away where I don't melt stuff. That's really my main concern. I'm taking care of that the rocket exhaust will be yeah, that the rocket exhaust is going to be pretty hot. So this sends a green signal since the rocket's here, so we flip it to red, so we continue to keep this red since the rad bolt engine needs rad bolts still. So disable that automation grid. I just have it here, so I can just click it out. What are we up to right now? We're up to 800? 800? It's pretty good. It's not too shabby. It's not quite this level yet, but it's getting there. We're up to five tons per tile. The liquid naphtha is holding strong, creating our infinite liquid storage, which is convenient. This is up to a balmy 26 degrees Celsius. Alright, not even close. This adds quite a while to heat up, still. Aqua tuners produce a lot of heat, yes, but there are limits to the amount of heat that it actually is. That's why, like, using magma to do one of these is nice because you have the immediate heat. The issue with magma, though, is, I mean, it's hot, right? If you accidentally make a mistake, you're immediately converting gunk to sour gas, and then you have a sour gas problem. Specifically, probably a very hot sour gas problem, which is the problem. You know, if you have 1400 degrees Celsius sour gas, what do you do to get rid of it, right? You can't use a steel gas pump. This is only 275. You can't use a iridium gas pump. That's only 575. So, like, you're very much limited on options when you have 1400 degrees Celsius gas. So, yeah, I mean, things to be careful of. So this is a lot more controlled method, but it's a lot slower. And you have to provide your own energy to get it started as well. So, definitely pros and cons. Yeah, have that already set. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll start getting our first rad bullets in, well, quite a few cycles, honestly. We're only getting 80 rad bullets per cycle, which is going to take us 6-7 cycles to shoot 500 over here. The good thing is, this rocket doesn't have to travel far. We're only looking to get right here, so we won't have to travel far. I want Auto to be our crew. If we view our interior, do we have food? Sure, we have food. No oxalite yet. And no plastic either. I think our plastic's on a higher... Oh, it's on the same priority. So we need this to be a higher priority. And as far as our oxygen is concerned, yeah, I mean, we just... Why are these pumps not pumping? Okay, you know what? You're not providing any water to this tank anymore. I don't need water in that tank. It can kind of go away for all I care. I did accidentally, well, sure, we'll call it an accident. I kind of knew I was doing this. I did open our base up to the atmosphere down here. As we create more carbon dioxide that we're not really getting rid of, it is pushing everything up, so we're getting some polluted oxygen encroaching on our base a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to enclose our base, finally. How far over do I want to go? I can't enclose up here, unfortunately, just because of rad bolts. I mean, I can enclose it a little bit. I can do this. Oh boy, that is awkward. Oh, I can't do that because they'll jump from the fire pole here and then they can move through the corner. I kind of wish I had these over one tile. It's unfortunate. How far over do I want to go? I mean, I don't really need any more space. I am kind of all set on that front. And then I'll probably just... I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just dig all that out. So yeah, we might as well make a nice, easy square. And... I'm just gonna another deodorizer up here as well. And I'm probably gonna temporarily have deodorizers like on every level to clean out polluted oxygen. I'm gonna need airflow tests as well. And power. Sure. This will be temporary. I'll be able to clean this up. Once everything polluted oxygen wise is cleaned up. So now the only areas that the outside oxygen can get, or outside atmosphere can get in, is down here, right here. I need to put it up here as well. Take this one instead. Sorry, down here, through here, little spot through here, little spot through here, and then through here, and then technically through here as well. So still, excuse me, still quite a bit of entryways, but better than it was a few minutes previously. Let's intercept it. Alrighty. Junk boiler is coming up to temp in another 20 seconds. I'm gonna get the rocket off and mining before that's up to temp. Alright, so the plan for this rocket is, so I need oxygen obviously in here, but the plan for the rocket is first priority is going to be using telescope to scan space. Second priority is going to be constructing data labs. So let me just reflect that with priorities. Do this forever. Otherwise, this plant's still not grown. Otherwise, yeah, I have a couple room bonuses, which is nice. And okay, this is finally creating oxygen, or oxalite. So our suit's finally backed up. So we have 240 kilograms right now. It's not a lot, but we're getting there. I'm surprised they're not delivering it here. Oh, wait, it's plastic. Oh, I definitely had oxide, yeah. No pending deliveries, is it? Yeah, okay. It's because this was a 7 as well. I don't need that to be a 7, honestly. What did I get? Milking station. Wax. Okay. So aside from exploring space, what am I doing here? Harvesting iridium gold databanks, granite, mafic rock, gold iridium, sure. I'll also, while I'm sitting here mining, I'll be able to explore all these areas in a 3x3 radius around. Oh, they're actually using it a little bit right now. Grounded. I don't want them using it, it's a waste of time. I do want this to be uncontrolled, this to be uncontrolled, this to be uncontrolled, and this to be uncontrolled. That way they'll continue delivering to these items. We have oxide in here, it's off-gassing, so now this is oxygenated. It is cold in here, but the plant is growing. Wait, why isn't this? Conflicting building. What is a conflicting building? Are one of these considered, this is science building? Science building, sure. Recreational building, no industrial, dining table, decor building, why? Why is this not a great hall? It says remove conflicting buildings. I don't know what's conflicting though. I'd really like a Great Hall, because morale is going to be a constant struggle. I need water in here as well, though. So I think I'm going to be lazy about it and just have a bottle drainer. Bottle drainer. No, I should build it out of steel. And also I can have the vent as well. There is a vent here that will extract carbon dioxide. I'm not concerned about it right now. There is no carbon dioxide, obviously, but in the future, when I have a dupe in here for long periods, it will be an issue. So might as well just build it now before I forget about it. It's a shame they're doing this at 10 kilos at a time. It's not efficient. I have a lot of resin laying around. And quite a bit of resin, actually. That's all plastic that we could be having. Nope, not resin. Alright, there you go. Can get some more plastic out of it. We have a few more bottles over here. At one point, I had like resin freeze, and because it was too cold, because I built a bunch of tempshift plate, brine ice tempshift plates down here. So it's too cold, so the resin froze, and then it eventually warmed back up, and then it melted all over the place. That's where all that resin came from. Oh, research. Forgot about it. Guess we'll just get some automation. Are we caught up on raw water for our spawn yet? It's getting kind of warm down here. Let's see. Fluid oxygen's already looking way better. Hopefully these two deoxidizers will catch any fluid oxygen coming in through here, and the polluted dirt off-gassing as well. I'm gonna get rid of this door, it's annoying. I'm also gonna get rid of this jawbone though as well. I don't want the jawbone eating eating any paku that might fall in here, I guess. What do I do with this jawbone egg though? Relocate it right here, guys. It'll fall down here. It can live down here. I'm fine with that. I know I think I already have jawbones down here. Maybe not. Well, that's where it's gonna go. Okay. Ah, we need food. We need food. I'm hoping this guy drops a sandy shell egg. I might even incubate it just to get it grown. Not sure on that. Okay. How's oxide looking? Yeah, we have a little bit. Not a lot at all though. What is this? Temperature? Did I build? No, of course I didn't build that pipe. In the blueprint mod that I have, I can't blueprint the walls of the rocket, so I couldn't blueprint this particular pipe, so it's unfortunate. But, wait, did I lie? No, okay, I needed to build that gas pipe as well. Okay, let's build a ladder so you can reach. I was wondering why. Oh, I also haven't dropped off any water yet. Water. Okay. Kilograms at a time. 46 degrees. I only need to get to, you know, 440, 450 degrees. You know, no big deal. We'll be there in no time. Alright, there's our water. Yeah, it's 30 degrees, so it's actually gonna warm up our rocket, which is good. That's what we want. It's too cold in here. Right now. Reconstruct this. Oh, excuse me. I don't really want more water than that. This much water, this toilet uses like no water. 10 kilograms per use, so each blob is 10 kilograms, so this is, you know, 20, 30 cycles of water, stuff like that, so. Rocketry, let's go back. Okay. Bionic power, why is that complaining? We have 38 databanks, why is that complaining? Huh. I'm unsure why I'm getting that warning message, or was getting that warning message. I should have plenty of power. I should probably do a skill check. I know I had a couple newer dupes. Alti, you've got a couple points. Sure. What are you doing? You're a tidier. So let's give you tidy, strength. I'll also give you a bit of construction as well. Never hurts. Other Alti, you're skilled out. Stila, you're a rancher. So let's give you another ranching. You have suit already, and let's give you strength. Rowan. You are not great at anything, honestly. You have a 9 agriculture, 4 husbandry. Like, not very good. I do have you as a rancher. Yeah, let's ranching. Okay, everyone else looks pretty skilled up as far as the morale requirements. They're all sitting around 15 or so, up to 20, I guess. A couple cases. Okay, now that we have a backup, I will continue that over. Need a drop off for Brian over here. I don't really have one. Got most hydrogen out of here, except it seems to be congregating to the right, which is a bit annoying. Need it to shift left a little bit. It's preventing the rosebud from growing, which is rather bothersome. Alright, things are working. A lot of polluted oxygen down here. I need to get a better solution for carbon dioxide. I have just been ignoring it for a long time, and I mean, it's fine. They're in suits over here, or the bionics don't care over here, so it's not been a pressing concern of mine by any means. I do want to finish my Great Wall though, like up here and down here a little bit. And I do want to get this petrified fossil taken care of. So while we're waiting for everything to heat up, what can we do about this petrified fossil? We could dump a lot more water on it. We dumped a little bit of water on it, but we could dump a lot more. The issue with that though is like, again, we don't have a permanent water source over here, right? It is just coming from these Rexes, which isn't great. Let's do some sweeping here. I don't want to sweep the ice up, I want to sweep everything else, so. I don't think I want to sweep Megaphron grains. I do want the iron though. Okay. So, lower priority sweeps. Hopefully I'm not sweeping up. I might be sweeping up bleach stone over here. Oh, never mind, they don't have a delivery point for bleach stone, never mind. Oh, I was worried about that. Oops. Well, let's get over there, guys. Or do I just... No, because I have a bunch of... I need a bunch of drywall to section all this off. Okay, so down two, down two, down two. I still can't get there. I need... And then rock out here. Let's do that. I don't need any of that stuff. I think I'm going to send this guy back up. Sure. What's your schedule looking like? Echo. Yeah, you're near the beginning still. Oh, you're like already up there. Can't make it down here. Oh, there's 3 tile. Let's get on all this. I've been venting atmosphere for probably quite a while. Oh, and losing dartles actually. They're just escaping the premises. Not great, not great. That just means I had less dartles over here, which means I'm getting less brine ice from the dartles getting eaten over there. So yeah, just not a good situation. And these dew drippers have been being stifled because they don't have an atmosphere. Yeah, so not good on a lot of fronts. Kind of repaired this area over here, so I'm not. I mean, I am venting atmosphere here. It's how much do I care that I'm venting atmosphere there? I don't think I do. Alright, we have 800. A dupe consumes 100 kilograms of oxygen a cycle. Right? Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. So this is good for almost 9 cycles plus whatever is in here already. So I think I'm going to... Wait. Oh. Wait, you can't control this? What? That's annoying. I should just disconnect the power. I don't want them... what they were just doing, I don't want them doing that. That's a waste of their time. Alright, he's researching. Okay, I think I'm gonna get them going on this. It should be... Oh, never mind, I don't have red bullets. Close, 420. 420. So I'm gonna get some red bullets in this engine, and then I'm gonna get out here and harvest some resources. I do have a smaller cargo bay so I can only hold 1,200 kilograms, which is quite a bit, don't get me wrong, but the large cargo bay is 25,000 kilograms, so over double. 60 degrees. That's built. No longer venting atmosphere, which is nice. And I'm keeping the dartles in place now, which is also nice. 10 and 15 over here, right? Dartles, let's see what's behind here. Alright, bright ice, yeah, 30 tons. I think what's happening is the majority of dartles are eaten by Rexes over on the left side of the farm. That way, the majority of the brine ice is picked up by this auto sweeper and delivered here. Or, sorry, this conveyor loader and delivered here. I think is what's happening. A lot less, or fewer dartles are eaten over here, so we just have less ice over here. I think is what is happening. Alright, we're kind of in a waiting game for rad bolts, for heat. For this guy, I don't know why he's complaining about breathability. And you have a fully oxygenated rocket. Alright, yeah, we're doing a bit of waiting. I don't want to dig out this biome to construct this wall because there's a lot of meat here. Because when you dig out material, you lose 50% of the mass. So I'm just going to build a ladder immediately up and down the side, so I have to dig out the least material I can. I actually want to keep this wheezewort here. I'm not digging out that one, so that's good. I mentioned a couple VODs ago, wild planted wheezeworts, they're just free cooling. It's obviously not a lot of cooling, but it's, you know, it's a little bit, you know, it all helps. You can, if you go to the temperature overlay, you can tell with the symbol. So this is producing chill, whereas all this stuff is producing heat. It's kind of hard to tell how much chill wheezeworts produce because it depends on the gas that they're cooling. So essentially what they do is whatever gas is near them, they inhale it, 250 grams per second, and then they exhale it a little bit cooler. So if you're inhaling carbon dioxide and then exhaling carbon dioxide has a very poor specific heat capacity. So it's not actually generating a lot of chill. Whereas if it was hydrogen, it'd have a 2.4 specific heat capacity, which is 2.5 times better than carbon dioxide. Hey, we got ramps. We got crew, select the destination. We have 4 hexes possible, 4 hexes of fuel possible, or 4 hexes of range from our fuel. So that's perfect, actually. Yeah, that was everything we had to. Okay, and just last check. Food, oxygen, plastic, not that that's needed. A bathroom with water. Okay, yeah, sure. And let's select the crew. No, sorry. Let's summon the crew. And I'm less. Organic dupes, you know, they have a cycle long schedule total. So like, okay, if it's his nap time right now, that's fine. It's whatever. It's not as big of a deal. And let's begin launch sequence. I'll show the temperature overlay just to kind of show what sort of temperature we have. We did get a melted building. This is 2,000 degrees Celsius, so you know it's warm. That is toasty. So this vent melted So let's make it out of obsidian now. We also had automation wire melts. Yeah, these melted as well. That's out of steel too. Alright, I guess iridium. Iridium it is. Thankfully it's only 5 kilograms per wire. Yeah, you see melting. I think I had another gas pipe melted. Yeah. So gas pipe, automation wire. So that's what melted. So bunch of heat around here. I did make these out of obsidian, the ladders, which have a melting point of 2700 C. This will probably melt 2400 C. And we do get like nuclear waste, which is pretty annoying. I mean, it is what it is. What I could do a little bit just to kind of shield this area from any sort of falling debris is just build some insulating tiles right there to help dissipate the heat upwards instead of downwards. Okay, so let's take a look at this guy. So he's in an ammo suit. I don't need him in an ammo suit in the rocket, so I'll just deconstruct that. One of the things I like to do is remove the plastic out of this storage bin and move it next to the data collection lab because it prevents like the travel time for the dupe going back and forth. So let's just relocate this here. Make that higher priority task. I'll just move it all real quick. And then he'll deliver 5 kilograms at a time over here. Why? Oh. Okay, you can use telescope as well. So he's going to explore the tiles around here. So we'll finally get some more vision around. Trapped? What are you trapped for? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you trap yourself. Why not? Let's cancel these two and go build the other side first. Oops. They can't use this pipe right now, that's fine. And now iridium wire doesn't melt till 2400 degrees. That doesn't seem any higher at all. Okay. Do I have... I do. Okay. Shit, just make all of it. Tungsten has a higher overheat temperature than... No, sorry, not overheat. Tungsten has a higher melting point than steel. So we'll do that to, The Allspark takes advanced research. I would have never guessed that. How's our tallow looking? We we started with a ton of tallow and we're finally down to 147 kilograms. This weight plate's never turned on since we got our initial tallow. That's funny. Unpermitted food. Oh, auto. You can eat that chunk. You can have snack fruit. You can have nutrient burst. Sorry, bud. Forgot about that. Alright, go eat. Okay, fine. Go to sleep. Bionic power. Nice. You still have some. We got some tungsten finally. Well, I said finally. I literally just queued it up. That was a poor statement from me. But tungsten melts at 3400 degrees instead of 2400. So, an extra 1000 degrees of overhead. Now that our rocket is gone, the oh, sorry. Yeah, that's why. Okay. This is a red signal because the rocket's not on the platform, so we flip it to green to turn on these 2 red bolt reflectors. Kind of on that note, we should really have some diamond presses and to capture the red wolves when they fire in, you know, another 5 cycles or so. 4 cycles actually. And let's see, we have 54 databags here. He's gonna use this health scope until he's done exploring everything before he gets back on the data collection lab. So databanks, plastic, oxalite, one track. Do we care about much else? Food, we can tell, top left, snack Bruce, he has 57,000 kilocalories, that's 57 cycles of food. They eat 1,000 calories a cycle, so I don't need to track food. Yeah, sure. And we can do some low priority sweeps for all this stuff. Let's do higher priority over here. Alright, looking pretty good. Finish building this wall. And I said I was going to do something about down here, didn't I? And then I completely started ignoring it. I'll probably just use this water. Obviously makes sense. It's close by. I don't have to use brine ice or anything crazy like that. Oops. Just do this. I'm gonna overdo this, but it's fine. What is it? Brine, saltwater, polluted water, sure. Brine, polluted water, saltwater, any water bottle 7. Why would it fall up that way? What is this? Gunk? Yeah, sure. Wait, what's... Oh, this is flaking, by the way. That's, I mentioned this a few episodes ago, but Abysslight's supposed to have, no, that's Bleachstone, sorry. Abysslight is supposed to have 0 thermal conductivity, which means it is supposed to be a perfect insulator. The issue is if the Abysslight itself is over the boiling point of the liquid that you're dropping on it, in this case, various types of water, they will flake and instantly boil, which is what's happening right as you see right now. It is dropping the temperature of the Abysslight, as you can see, but it is rather annoying to deal with because it produces all this steam. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be something that we just deal with for now, unfortunately. Just keep throwing cool water at it until everything cools down enough to not do that anymore. The funny thing is, once the Abysslight's not hot enough to instantly flash the water on top of it, it transfers thermals very, very, very slowly. So like the salt water here, it's not like it's drastic, you know, even though it's quote unquote touching the Abysslight, it's not like the salt water is increasing in temperature with any sort of any sort of speed or anything like that. So it's rather frustrating for sure, especially for newer players to know what is happening, why are they having issues, you know, etc., etc. I don't need any of this. I also already have something. Why are they letting me inspect it every time? Anyways, what do I want? I have a Draco egg, I have a Mila seed. I'm thinking, do I just start printing seeds I don't have, like gas grass, aloe vera, fungal spore, type of stuff. Grub fruit. I could start a grub fruit farm since I'm gonna have sulfur. I could realistically do that. I mean, nothing's stopping me. I'd also need to print a Divergent as well. Either a Sweetle or a grub. And breathability. I don't know why it's saying, you know, breathability issue. Alright, you're eating. Oh, let's see the star map. Hey, look at all the stuff we have access to. Okay, so these 3 tiles are from the Demolier that we blew up. So what do we have? We have petroleum isosap. Isosap gives us insulation, I do believe. Oh, liquid. No, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, it gives us visco gel as well with petroleum. That'd be nice. Or you could create insulate as well. Insulate is perfect insulation, which is really nice to have in some quantities. We also have liquid sulfur, petroleum, and more isosap. We have molten iridium, magma, dead wings. That's a lot of heat right there. And magma, molten iridium, liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. That's cool. And then here we have gold iridium, granite, mafic rock, databanks, and granite, mafic rock, gold iridium. Okay, cool. When you're mining a resource, you see the mining animation. Additionally, you can see the cargo bay filling up and the diamond drill cone losing durability. So right now our cargo bay is holding iridium, gold, mafic rock, granite in those particular quantities. So yeah, Otto is chilling. At this point he's creating databanks. It looks like he's doing it faster than my bionic, honestly. No, it kind of looks like the same speed. I just saw the 81 databanks, so I was like, oh, he did that really quick. My other rocket only has 89. He's been up here 2 more cycles or something. I can intercept this. We're up to 79 degrees. Alright, not even close. Walls built. That feels good. We do a bleach stone off gassing, which isn't great. I'm going to storage bin, guys. Thank you. I dropped all my bleach stone. I want to fill it up again. This is bleach stone, right, as well? Bleach stone. Let's do a priority 6 and priority 5 here. Sweep only, so that when I sweep this up, I can actually bring it to the storage bin now, just to prevent all of the off-gassing that we got going on. Okay. Alright, so now the abyssalate's no longer flaking because it cooled down enough, but we still have a bunch of BS in here. So how are we going to do this? We can deconstruct this stuff. I mean, the best way would be just stick a steam turbine on top, to be honest. So what I might do is try to push the polluted water out, because I actually don't want that. I can deconstruct all this. Tile here. And let's put insulate tiles. We need 5. So we need this as well. Okay, didn't deconstruct. Can't deconstruct that yet. Let's go from the other side. Who's gonna get stuck? Gizmo, you're gonna get stuck. Gizmo, move please. Gizmo, you have to move. Oh my god, I thought you were getting stuck, bud. Alright, let's mop some of this. We need... this is gonna be tricky. This is going to be tricky. This is risky what I'm doing, but hey, I'm for it. I think it'll be funny. It'll either work or it won't, right? Either work or it won't. First. This is dumb. This is still dumb. Don't do this. I'm a bad example. Probably gonna scald a bunch of my dupes. Oh no, I gotta be careful with this skunk actually. I don't want this skunk to boil and create sorry, I said be really bad. Be really, really bad. I'm probably gonna have enough issues with different gases in here. Hydrogen, phosphorus. I'm not going to dig out this hydrogen, so this will cool with everything else, in theory. Plumbing. I can't reach this one yet, which is unfortunate. How do I do this? I kind of want to sweep everything up as well. I haven't encountered, like, I haven't dug into the really hot section, so I'm still dealing with a chill environment, so to speak. So let's corner build this, and hopefully grab this skunk right here. These bionics aren't very happy. Let's sweep all. Put it on a high priority, because I'm going to sweep out everything once I get the skunk moved. Did I just have a bunch of ice melt or something? Where'd all that water come from? Oh, don't, what are you guys doing? Don't sweep from up here. That's not what I wanted you to do. You guys are, yeah, you're freaking dropping bright ice in here. Okay, not liquefiables. Oh my god, where are liquefiables? There. Cool, so now I have a freaking 2 tons of bright ice there. That's awesome. I shouldn't have anything else. Alright guys, this is what you need to be doing. There's stuff down here. Alright, let's put that party set up, guys. I should be able to corner build over a little bit. I can dig Take that tile out. I'm just working my way over to this gunk over here. That's what I'm really worried about right now. I don't want the gunk. Water's fine. I don't care about water. And let's sweep all of this up. Not that. Well, I mean, shoot, might as well put it on the power line. All the power that's being wasted right there. Okay, don't worry about the water. And now for the dumb part. Okay, so all of this is liquid or steam, right? Except for this single blob hydrogen. Not much we can do about it. It is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete these two insulated tiles. That is going to start pulling heat from this outer ring and this inner ring into all the water that we just dropped, and then the steam turbine will start running to delete the heat. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this both a high priority. Hopefully they don't fall down there. That would be bad. And then we are going to build... I have to build this because I... Oh boy. Yeah, of course I would. Well, enjoy some sour gas. That's great. And Alti, you're getting stuck. Why would you build it there, man? I hate you so much right now. Honestly, we already broke our lock. Just build it from up there. No, this has to be a high priority, guys. So we're gonna get sour gas and hydrogen in here. So. Oh, hey, hydrogen fell out. Now the carbon dioxide fell in. One good thing about carbon dioxide in here, though, it's heavier than steam, so steam will rise up for the steam turbine, which is nice. And we're already overheating. Well, that's great. That's fantastic. That's what steam. Yeah, that's the problem of not providing, you know, any active cooling to this, right? Okay, it's the water's helping a lot, to be honest. That's such a quick and dirty way to do it. That's not a good way. Hopefully we can keep this gunk cool with the water dropping directly on it. It looks like it's doing pretty alright right now. Yeah, I think you get to land now. And here. And the star map, how are we doing on the storage? Okay, you're less than halfway done. Taking this is slow. How are you doing otherwise, though? Oxygen's good, food's good. Okay, we're fine otherwise. Water's good. Like I said, that toilet doesn't use a lot. Okay. Oh, how's your stress? Stress is pretty good. I'm surprised. Yeah, your morale is just low, but you are thrilling flight, so. Oh, thrilling flight gives you stress. I thought that gave you negative stress. Well, he'll be home before stress is an issue, I think. Oh, safe. Yeah, I mean, hopefully this continues self-cooling. If it doesn't, I'll construct a brine ice temp shift plate or something, whatever. But yeah, we just need to drop this temperature down to, well, I mean, it'll still be probably 100 degrees or something, but it will be more manageable. This should be erupting soon. Hey, there you go. I have a great sense of timing. And it's active for 100 cycles. I wonder how many cycles it was active when I tamed it, you know, when I properly enclosed it and everything like that. How many cycles that was, because you know I only had like a single layer. No, I just had like 2 layers of polluted water when it went dormant, and obviously I ran out of water. But hopefully with the 100 cycle activity period, we'll get many more cycles. So actually I can do some quick and dirty math. So this outputs 2,800, or I'll just do 2.8 kilograms of polluted water per second on average. Times that by the next dormancy, which was 100. Oh, sorry. Times that by, so 2.8 times 600. That will give you how much the geyser produces in a cycle, which is 13.2-ish tons. And then times that by the number of cycles it's active, which is 108. So that is going to give you 1.4 million tons of liquid. Obviously, we're continuously using this liquid, but each of these tiles is one ton, right? So this is, call it 500 tons. So we'd need a tank 3 times this size to hold the liquid through a single activity period of this geyser. But like I said, we're using a lot of this water, so I don't think it's going to be anywhere that close. I think we're going to be using quite a bit of it. So, hey, this is pretty stable at like 75 degrees or so. We're introducing a lot of heat down here, but I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, we should be cooling all of this down. We have igneous rock, and we have like refined carbon and igneous rock. So pretty much what I'm saying is it can cool down everywhere in this point of interest. Kind of the bad thing is I should have dug out this rust and put an insulated tile here, because it is bleeding heat into the surrounding environment, but it's alright. Echo, yeah, you're stressed out. I know you shouldn't run through water. That's not helping the situation. But yeah, you didn't get your bedroom and everything that you normally get. Alright, this is about turning into steam. Okay. Oh, shoot. These diamond presses have started getting rad bolts. You can tell that by the little bar on the side. This is like the rad bolt meter, so it's got just shy of 1,000 rad bolts. So you can just, I mean, we could just turn these on forever, honestly. I don't want them, like, they don't need to be a high priority or anything, but sure, we can just go. So that'll produce us diamonds from refined carbon. We can get refined carbon from, where the hell I put that thing? Did I deconstruct it over here? I think I did. Wait a minute. Let's check that out. Well, let's intercept it. We didn't need any of that stuff. So refinery, kiln. We can make refined carbon from peat. You can also do it from coal, and there's a third thing that you can do it from that I'm not remembering. Wood. Yeah, let's do it from peat. Let's just do 99. That'll give us a crap load of refined carbon. More than we're gonna need for quite a while. If the choc wasn't here, we also have veggie pot for cinder brisket. I almost want to quit supplying. Actually, didn't I? No, okay, they can still eat veggie poppers. I thought I disabled that from your allowable food, but no, I didn't. How is our Shatterflox? 81%, okay. Once it's a baby, I want to make sure I get it over to this farm. Echo's not having a great time. He's angry. we're doing a bit of waiting now. We can maybe do a 6. Yeah, look how nice this farm looks. Other than the polluted dirt stuff over here. Don't worry about that. I feel like this. I mean, I know it's not like cooling down. The melting brine ice annoys me. Like it makes me think this is heating up to like a large degree or something, which it shouldn't be. Whoops, if I go to relative temperature, I mean, it is a bit warm over here. I guess, yeah, -2. Maybe I should insulate the top over here as well. I think that might be smart. What was I gonna do? I just thought about what I was gonna do something, and then now I completely drew a blank on it. Let's start insulating this. Do I want to do it out of obsidian? Let's at least do this corner section out of obsidian. We are gonna have better rockets sooner or later. The reason I deconstruct every other and then rebuild them in the same fashion is so I don't trap any dupes up here while they're deconstructing and reconstructing these blocks. Let's just go straight across there. Bit of digging, no big deal. Alright, that'll enclose this biome and keep the chill in and from any meteor showers that may happen. This is a long build-up just to get some petroleum, huh? Once this converts to steam, it's not like it's going to heat up any faster either. It's still gonna take forever. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's not a fast product. If you want it fast, use magma. But yeah, we okay, like it's 132 now, so it's cooling down. The heat transfer from, you know, say this right side is slow. Oh no, these are vacuums. Oh, that's unfortunate. That means the heat has to transfer all the way to the left. That's considerably slower than. Yes. Oh, well. I guess we're not in a rush, but. Look at them gulped on the air. I still don't have an oxygen solution over here. That's mostly because. Okay, how much are these running? Oof, more than I want. 23% of the time. How much peat do I have here? Okay, so I do have a lot of peat though. Oh shoot, I never connected the rail again. Whoops. My bad. I was wondering, I'm like, wow, we have a lot of polluted water here. That's surprising, you know. Usually we have more brine than that. Yeah, so... Whoops. Alright, well, we'll be transferring a lot of brine ice. Hopefully... Hopefully it doesn't melt anywhere. Oh, if it like melted into my petroleum boiler, oh, I'd be so sad. That'd be so frustrating. Alright, melting. The liquid type of ice is not submerged in liquid, so it can't actually heat this up right now. I do have to watch these guys, make sure they don't trap themselves. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, I'm not automatically delivering brightness up here, which is a bit sad. I could also dig out like 4 more tiles. I do that. 1, 2. Sure. Then I could actually add more farm tiles here. So I can get a few more plants in here. I might raise this critter count as well, up to 11 or so. Such an awkwardly shaped farm. And these two aren't even getting Brightnice delivered to them, because I'm not automatically delivering Brightnice to this farm at all, so this is a dupe operation, which is slow compared to having automation in place. So, okay, so we're getting a lot of brine down here. It's definitely gonna cool down this section, as you can tell, but the liquid turbidizers just turned back on, so it'll heat this up in a decently short amount of time. The water going through here, specifically down to these plants, is hopefully not too cold. And what I might do is also put in a few temperature flips, just to distribute the heat a little bit better across the pool of water. We got steam. Wow, look at that. Alright. 115. We're like 1/4 of the way there. Right, what are you looking like here? Oh, actually no, what are you looking like here? Oops. Stop. I want to look at the outside of it. Okay, so the cargo bay is full. The animation also stopped. So we can send this guy back home at this point. I am going to get him into his Atmo suit, so that, because he'll immediately leave the rocket as soon as he lands, so I obviously don't want him scalding himself or anything. So, yeah, we'll leave him to it. It's not going to take long. What is the 0.5 cycle? Yeah, that's pretty quick. And what was he mining? Iridium, gold, databanks as well. He was doing something else. I forget. Alright. Nuclear reactors are so nice. You just don't have to worry about them at all. Rad count, or red bolt, yeah, radiation count up to 1300 call it. So that's pretty good. We started at 400 today. So it's just one of those, over time, the infinite storage will just increase more and more and more until you have a crap load of rad bolts that you can use. Alright, yeah, that's helping the temperature transition quite a bit better. Alrighty, what are we looking like down here? That's all the cooler you're gonna get it. Oh shoot. I brought a bunch of stuff down here. I didn't want to put it down here. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we did cool it down. Not as much as we'd like. It'll heat up and cool down, heat up and cool down. So I think we're just gonna kind of leave that in place for now. I kind of want to finish this wall, but I don't want my bionics standing in water the entire time. Principal, that came quick. Nope, don't care about any of those. third one. Holy crap, that's fast. What did we grab last time? We grabbed grub fruit, didn't we? What can we make with grub fruit? That's just good. We'd have to make mixed berry pie. We don't have... Oh, we have pike apple though. And I believe you can substitute megafron grain with sleet wheat grain. So yeah, I mean, we could do mixed berry pie. Oh yeah, okay, it shows the recipe down here. Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good third food to me. That does mean, though, we need to grab the sulfur out of here. So we need to get back in. This is why making it accessible is smart. And I'm gonna make this out of iridium. I do need a conveyor loader as well. RIP. Once the sky lands, we're gonna get more iridium. so I'll do the auto sweeper out of iridium as well, or the conveyor loader rather, out of iridium as well. We can just bring this over, and then we can build conveyor rail. Ouch. This ice, definitely don't want it there. So we can just do... Oh. I don't think I've ever mentioned this. If you have a bridge from a hot environment to a cold environment, this will actually bridge temperature from the right side to the left side. And the opposite is also true, left to right. So be very careful when you do stuff like this. Same thing goes with liquid bridges. If I had like a liquid bridge in or out, it will transfer thermals between the left and right side. So what you can just do, easy enough, is just bridge the vertical, and we will just bring the conveyor rail directly out instead. I'm gonna need a few ladder segments here. Let's get all this done fast, even though it's not like we have a time crunch. The gunk's gonna take forever to boil, so not really too worried about it. Okay, rocket's back. We can take this, and what do we have? We have, oh, nicely 30 degrees as well. You can empty the storage on the cargo bay, and it'll just drop all the resources right down here. So it looks like it's gonna heat up a little bit. Oh, it's actually cooling down a little bit, because this environment's a bit warm. Okay, and I know we're bringing the iridium over here, so we're gonna have more iridium for the conveyor loader. So do that. Get power across. Excellent. So make sure we do that. I can deconstruct this ladder. I'm just gonna leave these ladder segments here this time. Just see what's available. Automation finished. Let's continue on. More research with the signals that we have. Echo, your construction's not very good, huh? Yep, 0. Yeah, that makes sense. These two buildings are in a vacuum right now, so they are not getting cooled at this particular point in time. What I'm hoping is the sulfur gas, when it's interacting with these cold pipes, it's also going to heat up / cool down, if you will, the auto sweeper and conveyor loader. So that is what hoping, and I need to get this over here. I want to drop this off right here. So how do I get over there? I think probably down through here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll just have a couple bridges here. This is going up. This is also going up. And just drop it right there. I'm not gonna have a full farm of grapefruit or anything crazy like that. I'm literally just going to have it for the purposes of making like one mixed berry pie, and that is all I will be doing with it. So, food, just farm tiles. Where do I want this? Seeds right there. Let's just do a couple tiles right here. And I also need, oh, I need natural gas. The mixed berry pie is cooked on the gas range. The gas range, in order to work, has to have some natural gas with it. That is a bit of a problem. We don't have any natural gas on our entire map. Huh. Okay, FH changes, sure. Okay. Okay. Crude oil. I don't have crude oil. Gassy moo. Yep, don't have gassy moo. Oh, I do have... Don't I have plant husks? I mean, some. I mean, I think 200 kilograms per cycle, that's actually a lot, though. Right? How do I get plant husks? I know it's a farming thing. I just need improved farming, is really what it is boiling down to. Pretty much. Am I actually harvesting any plants? Oh yeah, okay, these. Do these give... Surely they give plant husk if you... It doesn't actually say. Yeah, I think those are only plants we're harvesting. Oof, we didn't want to be harvesting these actually. Oh, and I guess seacombs and lures as well. I don't think seacombs and lures produce plant husk, so let me see. What does plant husk actually say? Okay, plywood, sure. A bundle of dried plant matter, that is not helpful. Oh yeah, okay, so... Sure. Oh, okay, nope, so... Well, we could continue harvesting of agro nodes, honestly. That might be fine. Also with the grubroot plant that we're harvesting as well. Or spindly or grubroot, okay, so we can get them there. Or the bag evolutions, okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to allow them to harvest these. And that's it. And then I am going to... Who is, what do my varieties look like? Who's my farmer? Rowan? Just Rowan, okay. Rowan, you can get improved farming, you can farm these. Okay, that should start giving us some plant husk. We will feed the plant husk to, I guess, gassy moves. I guess we're gonna take a gassy move. I think gassy moves have to be cold. Oh no, actually they don't really give a crap. They're kind of just, they're chilling. I do want them to be in an enclosed farm though, obviously if they're excreting natural gas. And I will feed them just plant husk instead of gas grass, which is fine. Now where's that farm gonna be? Can't have it down here because radiation. Definitely have it right in this area because I'm not doing anything in this area anyways. I'm blind. Okay, so that'll give us some natural gas eventually. I'm gonna have to close off one of these sections though. I'm gonna wait to print it until we get some plant husk. I don't want to starve the gassy move before we oh, I'm actually gonna plant the mealwood seed as well. And this is just to get the these being harvested to increase our seeds. Hopefully we'll have a pretty decent seed chance since I think Rowan has pretty solid agriculture. Plus 11. It's not horrible. Not as good as I thought it was though, to be quite honest. It looks like our only farmer as well. Alright, 125 degrees. Close this back up. I could close this as well. I don't really need to, but I'm going to. Okay. Cool. Hopefully it's here. Oh, they grabbed all the plastic instead. Got a lot more oxide in here, you know, working on 4 tons. Food's still fine, only 49 tons though. Did they take something out of here? Yeah, whatever. There's a bit of carbon dioxide. That's what this mini gas pump is for. Once it gets too high, I'll just connect this, or actually turn on the power specifically, and it'll clean all that up. I'm surprised it's such a low priority to store plastic up here. Alright. Low priority sweeps. This nuclear waste is actually kind of annoying, just because it's interacting with this pool and pushing the salt water a little bit. Not the biggest deal, because if it does fall through, it just falls, well, I guess here. Eventually it finds its way down here, so not a big deal. Finally get polluted water back in. Okay. And things are happening. Okay, I think that's gonna be, before I send everything back on a rocket trip, etc., etc., I think that's gonna be a pretty good point to stop for the day. We are going to get farms up and running. What is this temperature? It's so warm here. Yeah, mealwood can only go up to 30 degrees. Let's put it... It's awkward because it's not even nice over 30 degrees. I have this set pretty decently at 28 because these are being stifled as well. Because a lot of these plants like it warm, right? And I didn't want to stifle my main food crops. I guess these would go down to 4, but yeah, other things require warmer temperatures and stuff, so I didn't want to stifle my other crops, or plants for that matter. Anyways, okay, so cooling down. I don't want to take up a bedroom or anything crazy like that. This oxygen's actually coming out here kind of toasty, 50 degrees now. All of down here is getting a little bit cooler. Not cooler, a little bit warmer. rather. So let's just find a cool area, and I think if I grow it in like the mess hall, I think it'll break the mess hall. So let's get rid of this and grow it in the kitchen. That's what we're gonna do. That's where food belongs, right? In the kitchen, so it makes perfect sense. The kitchen will probably fluctuate between being proper temperature and being too warm. But that's alright. I don't need this meal wood to grow like 100% of the time. This grub fruit can go up to 50 degrees though, so a lot less concerned with that. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, before I send all my rockets off and everything, I created infinite storage, created the automation for rocketry, for rad bolts and everything, diamond press, got all that sorted, dealt with some unfortunate issues with liquid, not having enough liquid for my spam, a bit unfortunate. I'm going to be growing meal lice and grub fruits. The grub fruits for the mixed berry pie for the hermit. The meal lice is just to get more meal lice seeds, no other reason. I also get plant husk from mealwood and spindly grub fruit when I harvest it, as well as these pineapple bushes. So I'll get some plant husks coming in. The plant husks are going to be fed to gassy moos for natural gas for the oven, gas range rather, that I'll throw up here in the kitchen. On the bionic side, I built the gunk boiler. It is coming up to temperature before I'm starting to boil the gunk. I enclosed the space biome so I'm not leaking any more heat from meteors. Keep it nice and chill up here. I'm probably going to be rebuilding this rocket next episode to not use carbon dioxide, to use something better as a propellant. Finish up the Great Wall of China, going all the way down except here. I'm starting to cool this ancient fossil, or petrified fossil rather. It's going to take some time. And that is about it. We printed a few more things out of the print scepter just for different types of seeds so I can do different types of things. And that's it. It doesn't actually sound like we got a lot accomplished this episode, to be completely frank, but rocketry program can take quite a while to get online, to build up and everything like that. So yeah, that'll about do it. I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. See ya.
Burn. Look, chat. Look. Jaguar 354. Welcome in. And it's the landscape people. I hear the landscape people. I'm not saying a game has to be spelled out.